You're born in the grass somewhere in the Serengeti. Your eyes are sealed shut and your legs can't hold your weight yet. Your mother licks the membrane from your face while two other cubs push against your sides, already competing for position. You find her belly by following warmth and smell, but one of your siblings is already latched on, so you push against it until it shifts. You drink. Then you sleep. The first 2 weeks happen mostly in the dark. Your eyes open on day 9, and everything is blurry and yellow. You can see your siblings and your mother's chest and the thin light coming through the grass above the den. You try standing on the 4th day, but your back leg slides sideways and you drop onto your chin. You try again the next morning and stay up for a few seconds before falling. By day 6, you can walk a short distance before collapsing. Your mother leaves for hours at a time. While she's gone, you and your siblings pile together for warmth. On the 5th day, she doesn't come back before dark. You stay pressed between the other cubs, but you're hungry and the wait is long. She returns before morning with blood on her muzzle. You hear her coming through the grass and crawl toward the sound. She lets you feed. Skip forward and you're 6 weeks old now. You've started following your mother short distances from the den. The grass is tall and the ground is uneven, and you trip every few steps over roots and stones you can't see coming. Your mother moves fast, and you have to run to stay close. One afternoon, she stops suddenly, and you crash into her back leg. She doesn't react. She's watching something in the distance. You look, but can't see what she sees. After a minute, she relaxes, and you keep moving. That same week, you meet the rest of the pride for the first time. There are 3 adult females and 1 large male with a dark mane that moves slowly at the edge of the group. The other cubs run toward you immediately. One bites your ear and pulls until you yelp. You swipe at it and catch its nose. It releases, then bites again lower on your neck. Your mother watches, but doesn't intervene. The adult male walks past both of you without looking down. You're 3 months old now. You've been eating meat for a few weeks, brought back by the adults after hunts, but you're always last at the carcass. The adult females eat first, then the male, and then the cubs fight over what's left. One of your siblings is larger than you and gets there before you every time. You've learned to circle to the other side of the carcass and pull from the opposite end. Sometimes this works. Sometimes another adult female pins you back with one paw and you wait. Skip forward. You're 6 months old. The pride makes a kill at night, a zebra that goes down in the open grass after a long chase. You arrive after the adults and push toward the carcass. You get your head inside the rib cage and start eating. The meat is still warm. Then the large male moves toward the carcass and every adult female backs away immediately. You don't understand what's happening quickly enough and he steps over you, pressing his chest down onto the rib cage. His weight forces you sideways into the grass. You scramble out from under him and land on your feet a few steps away. He doesn't look at you. He just starts feeding. You wait. After the male finishes, the females go back in. You find a section of stomach lining that got pulled away and eat it in the grass alone. You carry it a few body lengths from the carcass before sitting down. You eat slowly. No one comes for it. You're 10 months old now, and the dry season has pushed the herds farther east. The pride has gone 4 days without a kill. You've eaten nothing in that time. Your ribs are starting to show. Your mother and the other females leave before dawn, and you wait with your siblings near a dry riverbed. Hours pass. You try catching a hare that breaks from the grass in front of you, but it cuts left and you overshoot the angle and land hard in the dirt with nothing. You lie there for a moment before getting back up. The females return that evening with blood on their paws. You run toward them. There was a kill somewhere, but it's already been eaten. They let you lick the blood from their fur. Skip forward. You're 14 months old, and everything changes. The dark-maned male is gone. You don't know what happened. He was just absent one morning and didn't come back. 2 days later, a new male arrives, with a second male behind him. They're larger, and they walk directly toward the pride center without slowing. The adult females circle tightly together. You stay close to your mother's side. The new males attack your 2 youngest siblings within the first hour. Your mother throws herself at one of them, clawing at his face and shoulder, but he throws her off and she lands hard on her side. She gets up and charges again. He pins her to the ground with one paw across her neck until she stops moving. Then he releases her. She walks away slowly without looking back. The two youngest cubs are dead before the sun moves much.
You and your remaining sibling are old enough that the males don't target you directly, but the pride is different now. The new males eat first and assert themselves over everything. You spend more time at the edges, feeding on scraps, sleeping away from the center group. You're 2 years old now, and both new males have been directing aggression toward you more frequently. You're nearly full grown, which makes you a problem. One morning, one of them charges at you for moving too close to a carcass, and you run before he reaches you. The chase covers 40 meters before he stops. That evening, he charges again for no clear reason. You run again. Your sibling gets the same treatment 2 days later. There is no negotiating this. The charges will keep coming until you're gone. You leave the pride on a morning when the grass is still wet. Not a decision exactly, more a direction your body moves in when the pressure doesn't stop. Your sibling leaves the same week but goes a different way. You don't see him again. Skip forward. You're 2.5 years old and alone. Your mane is coming in but still thin and patchy. You scavenge mostly. You find a wildebeest carcass that vultures are circling and chase them off long enough to eat. A hyena clan arrives 20 minutes later, and there are 7 of them. You eat as fast as you can and back away when they close in. They let you leave. You've eaten enough, but barely. Some days you find nothing. You spend a week following a herd of zebra, getting close twice, but never close enough. On the third attempt, you get within striking range of a young one at the edge, but it kicks backward and catches you across the jaw. You drop and roll. It runs. You lie in the grass for a while before standing up and walking in the opposite direction. You're 3 years old now, and you found 2 other young males who got pushed out the same way you did. You moved together without much coordination at first, circling the same areas, eating from the same kills. Your first real hunt together brings down a wildebeest calf that wandered from its mother. All 3 of you eat. It's the most food you've had at once in months. You sleep heavily afterward. Skip forward. You're 4 years old. You and the other 2 young males have been circling a pride near a river, testing their boundaries. You've made contact 3 times over 6 weeks, getting close enough to be seen before pulling back. On the 4th approach, one of the resident males comes out alone to meet you. The other 2 with you split to the sides. He comes straight at you. He hits you hard at the shoulder. You spin and bite down on his mane and pull him sideways into the dirt. He rakes his claws across your flank, opening 4 cuts that burn immediately. You release and circle. He charges again. One of your coalition partners slams into him from the side, and together the 3 of you overwhelm him, driving him back toward the tree line until he breaks and runs. The second resident male flees without engaging. The pride is yours now, or close enough. Your flank is bleeding and you're limping on your left rear leg. One of the females watches you from a distance. She doesn't run, but she doesn't come close either. You lie down in the shade near the waterline and stay there until dark. You're 5 years old and you've held the pride for 14 months. You have wounds on your left shoulder that healed wrong and a tooth cracked on a buffalo skull 8 months ago. You eat slower than before and take longer to recover after hunts. One of your coalition partners disappeared 3 months ago. The remaining one is starting to defer to you less. Skip forward. You're 7 years old. Your mane is full and dark, but your body has lost the speed you had at 4. 2 young males have been circling the territory for 6 weeks. You've driven them off twice. The third time, they don't run. The fight lasts longer than any you've been in. There are 2 of them, and they work the angles, one drawing your attention while the other repositions. You take a bite to the back of your neck that goes deep and doesn't release cleanly. You shake free, but lose your footing on loose ground and go down on one knee. By the time it ends, you're on the ground and not getting up. One of the young males stands over you. He bites down across your throat and holds it. You stop moving after a few minutes. The females regroup around the new males within the hour. By morning, the cubs you sired are gone. The grass bends in the wind. The vultures find you before noon and don't wait long to land.